Hello brew tubers and happy Effort Friday. You join me down at the Clubhouse where I am drinking my Mystic Pale Ale, as you can see there. It's a good colour to it, nice sort of orangey yellow. So yes, this is made using the moderately new English hop variety of Mystic. And I brewed this in August, I think, and this is my litre sample, because yes, I do samples by litres. Well, I ran this through my Linda machine, and I poured about half a litre, and yeah, the Linda machine holds a lot of beer in it, so once I purged it through with some water, I had another half litre inside the jug, so hence why I've got a full litre to sample. So yes, there it is. 4.9% and really smooth and easy to drink. Yeah, you get a lot of sort of floral, fragrant and grapefruit notes off it really. That's my sort of main takeaway. Not much maltiness here. I suppose there's a little bit in the background, but it's mainly that sort of fragrant grapefruit flavour from the Mystic hop. Yeah, it's pretty nice that. I wouldn't say it's one of the finest beers I've ever made, but it's a good showcase for the hop, I think. It's the second time I've brewed with it. The first time, unfortunately, I couldn't sell any of the bottles because I rather foolishly used cask findings to help clear the beer, which, as the train goes by, is one of the noisy ones. It's a Voyager. Yes, so for the first batch, I rather foolishly used cask findings, which meant any time you opened a bottle, it didn't compact very well, and it would just kick up a load of crap from the bottom of the bottle, because this was back when I was bottle conditioning. So yeah, I couldn't really sell any. So what I was doing was drinking it myself, and opening several bottles and then just filling them into a jug as quickly as you could to try and get the minimum amount of sediment into the jug. So yes, that was rather fun. Seem to remember I preferred the first one to this one. Perhaps it's that rose tinted spectacle thing, but I think this is alright, it's just very tasty. As I said, it's more of a good showcase for the hop. So yeah, that's that. Oh yes, and speaking of beers, this is the Barbe Rouge. I mean, beautiful colour, a lovely red colour. But yes, it didn't go down very well as a beer. It's just not in good condition either. It's too fizzy for a start. You get some of these sort of cherry and strawberry notes from the Barbe Rouge hop. Actually, to be honest, to be fair to it, it was probably better now than it was a couple of months ago. But yeah, it's not done particularly well. And I had a right nightmare trying to open a bloody bottle. It's taken 2 bottles to get that glass. So the first one was a complete disaster. It turns out I don't have a decent bottle opener in the Clubhouse. So I'm going to have to try and find one from the house and bring it down, or invest in a new one. And that's very highly carbonated. So excuse any little burps that might come out. So yeah, it turns out I don't have a decent bottle opener in here, and that is quite highly carb. So trying to get it out with a crap bottle opener, sort of hissed it, and then it just spurted out the cap, even though the cap was still on, and then Yes, the first bottle was a complete waste, so yeah, that was that. The second bottle, I used a different crap bottle opener, one of those, you know, the ones you sort of screw into the wall and you sort of put the bottle in and push it down. It's quite crap. Used that with a bit more success and managed to fill that glass up. So yes, I mean, lovely clarity for it, lovely colour to it. The colour is certainly improved. You know, that red X-Malt now looks red. So clarity is the key for this beer to get the good red hue that you'd wanted it to. Fine. And I do get the strawberry and cherry notes, definitely. But I just need to balance it better. So when I get around to brewing this again next time, I think I'll hit the nail on the head. Or certainly better. Actually, I'm quite enjoying this. It's got potential, it just needs refinement. So that's good. Oh yes, the other exciting thing I was going to show you as well involves those lights behind me, hence why, as a freight train goes by, hence why I'm filming from this angle, which is different to the normal angle. So yes, on my iPad I can change the colour so we can go full Amsterdam mode, like that, or you know, orange, or yellow, or green, or blue, or light blue, or purple, or back to white, which is rather boring. But then you can have cold white, like that, or warm. Oh no, what's happening? No, go away. Ah! Oh, sod it. Yes, we can have things like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. And, oh yes, what else can you do? You can do mic, and then it will change colour and give you an epileptic fit every time I speak. Because that's rather fun, isn't it? And you can change the sensitivity so it perhaps isn't going to change colour every time I speak. If I calm my voice down, it doesn't change colour until I really shout. So yes, I'm being a bit of a kid when it comes to the lights in here. I thought it was something, you know, I've got the Govee LED strip under the bar, which is what I powered my iPad. And sometimes it's nice to have a bit of sort of colour in here for like mellowness and chillaxing. So hence why I decided to go for these bulbs. These are the old bulbs, old filament. You know, in normal conditions I prefer the light from these, but you know, these are a bit of fun really, aren't they? They're not too bad in sort of like normal lighting conditions, but yeah, I preferred the old ones when it comes to normal lighting. If I switch them off, one of the problems with the new bulbs is that they're a lot bigger than the old bulbs, so they do poke out the top. You can't see it from this angle, but if you stood up, you can see the top of the bulb, which you couldn't with the old one. By cheap Tiffany knockoffs from eBay. Yeah, they're very nice lights, to be honest. They sort of match the ambiance and the interior of the clubhouse rather well, as does the fallen Madonna with the big boobies via Van Klomp. And as you can see here, I do need to sort this painting out because I rather mucked up on the board. There's far too much white there, and it's obviously dropped down, so I want to get a new frame for that really, smaller frame. But that's Watford Tunnel, being constructed in 1837. But that is the portal down in that direction, about, oh, I don't know how far it is, not that far, when it's a winter and all the trees are cut back, you can just about see it from here if you lean over a bit, the fence. So yes, I do need to get that reframed. Smaller frame with another colour would be more interesting. So you can see from this one of Whitby here, got quite a nice green border to it. And that would be quite nice for something like that. In fact, my Model AI club I go to has the exact same picture with a green border, which looks really good. I'm tempted to go down there and swap them around one day, but yeah. So yes, that's me. I'm excited by my lights. And yes, the Mystic Pale Ale is pretty good. Bloody trains. The Mystic Pale Ale is pretty good. And yeah, that will be available for consumption at some point. More on that to come. But yes, the Barbe Rouge again is actually tasting better than it did a couple of months ago. Looking forward to rebrewing that at some point. In the fermenters at the moment, the Citra Mosaic Amber Ale. Yeah, it took a while for that to get going, fermenting wise. So when did I brew that? Tuesday the 28th, it's now the 1st of October. And yeah, it was like a day and a half, 2 days delay in fermentation. It just took a while to get going, but it's bubbling away quite happily now. I think it's probably because I used the yeast from the previous batch. You know, it's a decent amount, but obviously just needed some time just to get going again. Not much activity in the airlocks on the Old London Porter. That's been fermenting for 6 days now, so only about 4 days left. So I reckon that's near enough done. I'll get an ABV reading of that, hydrometer reading of that in a day or two just to see what it's doing, and then get that pinned up, casked up. Yeah, got to clean the cask out, not a problem. Yeah, so that's what's been occurring. Thank you for watching. I shall leave it there for today. Have a lovely weekend. Next Saturday, the 9th, is my little Oktoberfest party at home. So we're looking forward to that. Got the Oktoberfest lager and a Pilsner, which I brewed in about September 2019. Had a trial taste test of it last weekend, and it was very lovely. The Pilsner is it's deceptively strong, is the best way to say it. I reckon, if my memory serves, like 6.9% or something like that. Doesn't taste it though. It tastes like a damn good Pilsner. I'm quite impressed with it, to be honest. But yeah, I got pickled after a few glasses. But yeah, looking forward to that. Going to get some sausages from thesausageman.com. Yeah, I think I've all mentioned this before, but never mind. Right, I'll leave it there then, because I'm waffling. Thank you for watching, and in my brothel style, here we go. I'll just see you again next time. Ta-ra!